I spot the hills with yellow balls in autumn, I light the prairie cornfields, orange and tawny gold clusters, and I am called pumpkins. On the last of October, when dusk is fallen, children join hands and circle round me, singing ghost songs and love to the harvest moon. I am a jack-o'-lantern with terrible teeth, and the children know I am fooling. Hello everyone, welcome back to my Fortnight of Fright. This was Theme in Yellow by Carl Sandburg from Chicago Poems, a book published in 1916. It's a nice little poem. It's probably aimed at a younger audience, but it's simple, it's easy, it's accessible, and like much of Carl Sandburg's work, it is approachable and conversational. Carl Sandburg is kind of one of those exceptions that makes me say that I don't always dislike modern art. When I say modern, I mean art from the modernist period. I have some issues with a lot of modernist takes on aesthetics and things like that. The modernists gave us a lot of thick, heavy reading at times, but sometimes they also gave us just stuff that's from average everyday life. And, you know, there is a kind of simple beauty to some of that. I don't like it when it's intentionally written to be aggravating, which has happened, which is one of the reasons why I've never really cared for certain elements of modern art, and that kind of makes me shy away from that period entirely. But Carl Sandburg is often one of the exceptions to that rule. This poem, Theme in Yellow, it even has a title that sounds like a modern art painting, Theme in Yellow, which is suggestive of the way you would title a painting, and the way he describes some of the words here is kind of like describing a painting of something. Spotting the hills with yellow balls, lighting the prairie cornfields, and you get all these images of what's happening on and around Halloween. And the jack-o'-lantern looks frightening, and every once in a while you hear something that makes it sound a little ominous. Phrases like, on the last of October, or the alliteration in the phrase terrible teeth. But ultimately, it's all for pretend. The pumpkin knows, the jack-o'-lantern knows, and the children know that he's just fooling. It's just a costume. Those terrible teeth are all for show. And yeah, it's just a good fun time making things look a little spookier than they really are. And like I said on the first day of the Fortnight with Fright, that's kind of the whole thing that I'm going for here. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I don't know a lot about Carl Sandburg, so I'm just going to wrap it up here. I'll see you next time for even more of my Fortnight of Fright. Bye, everyone.